Happy Friday, Shabbat Shalom.
Holly was using very bad language.
I was cursing.
Got on.
Very bad. I should wash my mouth out with soap. But first, I'm going to kiss my spouse. Because I just filled out paperwork at my doctor's office, which I also think is ridiculous. Oh, so annoying. I was just watching something with Kelly and Mark.
You're missing the spot. It's the same spot all the time, and you no over a little bit. No, the other way. The other way.
I'm confessing.
You're missing the whole thing. Move left.
You need a different first wife.
Forget it. You missed it.
You're welcome. Well, no one's even on, which really sucks. Where is everybody? It's very dark outside.
So we're in the central time zone tonight. A little late in the central time zone.
I hope many of you are winding down from the week. Start off with snow. And it's been cold.
It did? When did it snow? Sunday?
Sunday to Monday. Yeah. Seems like forever ago, right? Yeah. I mean, last Thursday was Thanksgiving.
I'm not, like, the snow shoveling ache is gone.
Oh, good. Maybe it's CBD.
It has to be CBD.
So we went.
And I fell.
Yeah, we talked about that already. Why is no one on? Something's not right.
There's two people on. What do you mean something's not right? Oh
my goodness, no. I mean, now we have only one person. We lost one person already.
Oh, Holly. Since when are you so concerned with the numbers?
My viewership matters. So, mine, not yours, not ours, mine. So, we just had our physicals, and we have been doing that together for a long time. We've been going together.
Having our physicals?
We go for our eye doctor appointments together, and we go to our internist together for our physicals. We don't go to the other doctors.
When did we
because they're either girl or boy.
Oh,
doctors.
it was the skin doctor, the dermatologist, where we were in the same room together, the same exam room.
That was a long time ago.
That was
weird. In Melbourne. I don't
think we should do that.
That was ridiculous, actually. I didn't like that. Even though I don't mind. I mean, I'm naked with you all the time. Aren't I?
Not enough.
Okay, everyone. I posted a lot on my Facebook page today, just so you know. I started off with hey, Angus. You have my maiden name, by the way. I started off the day teaching my spin class to a wonderful group of riders. And on Sunday, I'm teaching an intro class, which I invited Robert to, by the way, from 9 to 9:45. And then I'm going to do an hour bonus spin ride.
Do I have to RSVP?
No, there's going to be room in the class.
Oh, good.
But, and I'm going to do an hour bonus fun motivational.
Should I wear my bike shorts?
Hey, Jeff. Ready whenever you are. Today, this episode is brought to you by the letter M. That means movement, music, and motivation. And also, we're going to probably have some mead. Many of you may not know what that is. It's honey wine. Anyways, we went to our doctors. And I started off the day with teaching a spin class. I came home, I showered quickly. We had a meeting. And then we've just been go until now. But we did go for our physicals. And we both got good checkups. I am happy to report. Although we saw...
So far, so good.
We saw someone we know from Livingston.
They got to look at my blood.
You should have seen what Robert did, okay? Someone comes in that we knew in the doctor, and he said he's sick. I hope you're not here because you're sick. And I said, no, we're here for our physicals. Robert goes like this.
I hate being in the doctor's office.
Hi, Nancy. He goes like this. And then as soon as we come out, he gives me the Purell. He is a germophobe, okay? You have an immune system. You build it up.
Yeah, but still, I don't want to... I was sniffling yesterday.
So let's say it was really cool conversation. The doctor saw me first. I had a 4 o'clock appointment. He saw me first. Girls first.
Oh, and we were going to come on last night live, and then this one pissed me off.
Oh, well,
so
really?
Just so you know.
Actually, I'm sorry you didn't come on last night. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I got so pissed off about something. I exploded. And then I said, let's go on. And he said, you got to be out of your mind. And I said, I'm not out of my mind. We have a commitment to come on here live. Okay? I cannot just switch channels when you say so. So then I texted him and I said, let's not fight. I was upstairs. He was downstairs. I said, and that's that.
She's a freaking lunatic. That's what it's all
I'm not.
But
let me tell you something. We went to the doctor, and the doctor, he does, we do the EKG there, and we also get a blood pressure.
Isn't it amazing, though, that we go and we know more about a system in the body than the doctor knows?
Yeah.
We do. We absolutely know.
Well, he looked at my pin, and he says, he looks. I says, yes, our conversation starter, as Robert has coined it. And then he starts, and then he asks, he does old business first and then new business. And he says, do you take this? Do you take vitamins? Do you take, aspirin? I said, no, I just take CBD. And it was the first time, since really this is the full year that I've been taking CBD as a supplement for pain,
And
for anxiety, for stress.
He says, how do you take it? What do you do?
And then he says, and it can be anywhere. And then I talked about the benefits of medical marijuana also. And, it was just interesting because of this pin that we started a conversation with our physician, who we've really been going to for many, many, many years. And it is the future of medicine. So honestly, it was a good conversation, but I don't know really where it's going to go, because there are doctors that are going to embrace it, and there are doctors that are just going to stay neutral on it. Or doctors, actually, he said he believes in it. He believes in it. He just hasn't incorporated it into his practice.
Right. And actually, part of the reason that he's reluctant to incorporate it into his practice is that he doesn't want to be that busy. That's what he said. He really doesn't want to be that busy.
Yeah. And they will be busy.
He will
be. Right.
Because there are so few doctors that, hey, Schutz, looking forward to, I told Bruce you were coming. Hopefully he'll be there. Yeah, he better come.
He's going to come.
Because Schutz is coming? I said, yeah, Schutz is coming.
Robert was so happy, Jeff. He was so happy, Jeff.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey,
Mitch, are you around? Are you traveling on the 17th?
You better come the 17th. No excuses.
Really? I'll write you a note.
So listen, before we went to the doctor, Robert's blood pressure was a little high.
Yeah.
Mine was fine, because I'm not going to let anything derail us.
The only thing I take is blood pressure medicine. And if I took 30 pounds off, I wouldn't need that.
Well, at least. Come on, Robert.
Schutz will be there.
It's not healthy. Okay? It's
I
not
understand that.
You are so handsome.
So
I tell you that all
listen
the
to
time.
me. Listen.
You're going to tell this in a nutshell.
So the doctor is, I said to him, do a lot of people ask you about CBD and cannabis, medical cannabis? And his answer was a resounding yes. And he always, if someone says they want to try CBD, he says he thinks that's a great idea. He doesn't know much about it. He went to one
course, like
4-hour seminar over at the hospital.
Right, with St. Barnabas.
Yeah, and he, that, but he was obviously interested. Okay, cool. Mitch is around. Beautiful.
Can't wait to see you. We hope you'll come with your beautiful bride. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a couples kind of thing. So,
or not.
Or not.
You might meet someone. Not if you're happily married.
Yes, if you're happily married, you're not allowed to meet anybody. If you're unhappily married, that's
you're allowed to, but you should not do something not right.
And Mitch, I want to let you know that I do relate your story that you told us, of course without names or anything like that, but we share your positive experience with the CBD. Right. So thank you for sharing.
And we appreciate those stories and the testimonials, and honestly, that is the evidence. Okay, it may be anecdotal, it may not be just. We do need more studies and research so they can compare drugs side by side. But tell everyone about the other thing, Robert, because we need anyone who's in Livingston who believes in
here's
the plant.
Okay, so here's an update, right?
We're inviting you on December 16th.
Mitch, stay on. Okay, so a couple of things happening in New Jersey. On December the 12th is a public hearing in Trenton about getting the referendum on the ballot for 2020 to vote on adult use legalization in New Jersey. That public debate happens on the 12th. On the day of the 16th, May 16th is a Monday, there will be a vote in Trenton. A majority will get it proposed to be on the ballot, but then needs to be voted on again. If they get 44 votes or more, it would need to be voted on again. If they get 48 votes or more, that's a supermajority, it will not have to be voted on again to get it on the ballot. So for some reason, if it only gets between 44 and 47 votes, it'll need to be voted on again next year. if it gets 48 or more, which is a supermajority, it will not have to be voted on again, and it will be on the November 2020 ballot for the public to vote. And from what I found out is, even again, it comes down to a majority and a supermajority. So there would be some intermediary. It would add another year of delay if we only get a simple majority. If we get 60% or more on the ballot, it's a supermajority, and it will pass on that first go-round. So here's the thing locally. The planning board wanted to change the master plan in town by banning cannabis any way, shape, or form as a business in town. We brought some people. Hi, Pat, stick around for this. We brought people to the planning board. We spoke before the planning board. We convinced them that this was not their decision.
We didn't convince anyone. We asked them to reserve judgment.
Reserve judgment.
We asked them to go for a public
hearing. No, but we convinced them to not vote that night.
Right. But it's not convincing. We all shared something powerful. We were influencers.
And it influenced them to not vote that night.
I don't like the word convinced. Sorry.
Okay.
Hey, Marsha.
I'm sorry.
I don't. And
Okay.
hey, Karen.
So, it was then passed back to the town council, which had a first reading of their proposed ban, of which we again pled our case before the council, and on both occasions, before the planning board and before the council, I made my offer to these people who were making a decision based on something that they had no firsthand information about. Okay, they were making a decision on hearsay, okay, on information that they were getting from other people about what a dispensary was like. They had no firsthand knowledge. Nobody on the council, even though some people claimed to be, but when questioned further, I believe their exposure was driving by a dispensary. So I made the offer that I would take anyone on the planning board, anyone on the town council with me to a medical cannabis dispensary in New Jersey. Only one council member has taken me up and actually visited with me, and that's Councilman Michael Vieira. Our current mayor, Al Anthony, has accepted my invitation. We are still scheduling a day and time to go. It needs to be before the 16th, obviously, or it would be meaningless. But none of the other three council members, Councilmember Meinhardt, Councilmember Sean Klein, or Councilmember Rudy Fernandez, has taken me up on that offer, okay? In my personal opinion, if you're going to vote to ban something, you had better have firsthand experience about what it is that you're banning, okay? All of the vocalization around this at the council meetings and at the planning board have been against the ban. Okay, there has been nobody publicly that is standing up and saying this ban is a good idea. Okay, so here's the thing: the information that we have right now is that on the evening of Monday, December 16th, the day before our event, which, like, I got better things to be doing, right, than going that night, but we'll be there, okay, to try and persuade, influence the council to vote no on this ban, because what we found out is they cannot have another hearing for this, because this ordinance needs to be voted on in this calendar year. It cannot be carried over to the following calendar year. I get that. That's fine. Therefore, I believe that this should either be pulled or vote no on this ban, and then let's redo the proposal to vocalize and say, okay, you don't want recreational dispensaries in Livingston? Fine, I'll give you that, okay? But you cannot, it is wrong to ban a medical dispensary in Livingston. It's just wrong, okay? People need this medicine. people shouldn't have to travel. I had to go to Secaucus yesterday. Okay, I left at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. I didn't get home till almost 6. Okay, with traffic. Is that something everybody wants? Can you imagine that if everyone had to take 3 hours to go get their medicine? Okay, so what we need to happen is anyone who feels strongly that cannabis should be accessible medicinally to anyone who wants it and should not have to travel, then needs to come to Livingston on the 16th and Caldwell on the 17th to vocalize to the town council why this ban in its current form is just wrong. Okay? We need to vote no on this, and we need to reformulate the proposal of this ordinance to say that medical cannabis, okay, recreational cannabis, not so okay. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. That is not an unreasonable request. Okay? And I can't see how, if the only voices that have been present at any of these meetings have been against this ban, and there has not been one sentence, okay, in favor of this ban from anyone in the general public, not one sentence that I have witnessed, okay? And I believe the council probably hasn't had anybody either.
But wait a second. The thing is that no one's saying, the only people that are saying anything is the small group that we have witnessed at these meetings. Okay.
What I experienced offline. Okay, listen. There was when the vape shop issue came to town, right? People went nuts. You heard from people.
Ago, would you say?
2 years now.
2 years?
Okay, yeah, 2 years now.
Okay.
People went crazy. You heard people were all over the groups, everything.
But I don't understand how that was approved in the first place. I don't know how it was approved in the first place.
It's crickets. Okay, but let me tell you something. The town went ahead and banned a store that sold product that across the street from that store is another store.
You've seen it?
That sells the same product.
You've seen the product
Absolutely.
in there? Okay.
And down the block at the Quick Mart, in both directions, sell the same products. Okay? ShopRite sells the same products. ShopRite sells the same products that were in the store that the township banned. And the only reason it was banned because that store
was
its primary items, okay, the majority of the items were vape products, and that was the deciding factor.
Nicotine, right?
No, well, whatever it was, yes, e-juice or whatever. It wasn't CBD or anything like that.
Right.
Which means that ShopRite could carry the same amount of vape products and still not have a majority of their products be vape products. They could have a third of ShopRite dedicated to vape products and still be in compliance with the township, because the majority of their products wouldn't be vape. Any store in town can do that, as long as the majority of the products are not vape. Okay? That's the way the ordinance reads.
Well, listen, everything you're saying is really, really very, it raises awareness and it raises knowledge.
So the bottom line is,
as you can see, his blood pressure did skyrocket because of this issue.
That human beings should have the right
you have to give voice.
To choose their own medicine.
Health is wealth.
And to not be dictated.
You know that.
Or not be subjected to driving a 3-hour round trip to get medicine. Okay? I said to my doctor today that I haven't touched, okay, a Xanax in over 2 years. And I had a standing prescription to Xanax. I told my doctor that. I said, Doc, do you realize that I haven't renewed my prescription for Xanax in 2 years?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Okay?
No, it's true.
How many thousands of Xanax pills are dispensed every single day in Livingston? How many? How many do you think?
Okay, but listen, I don't want to rant about...
I want to rant and I want to make as much noise as possible.
Well,
Marco knows that people should... that the government... And Marco just posted this. Marco does not want the government telling him how to medicate his children. Okay? He wants to have the right to treat his child the way he sees fit. But the government wants to intercede there.
And he's a medical professional.
He's a trusted medical professional. I trust my health with him. Okay?
And we highly recommend, we'll give a plug. We share what we love. The Chiropractic Source in Cedar Grove, New Jersey, right off of Pompton. Okay, Marco and Tim. What? Right on Pompton. Well, yeah. But right across from Dunkin' Donuts.
You know, you can...
Not so healthy.
There are ways to be able to treat... Mitch, I'm going to reach out to you over the weekend.
Hi, Gina.
You need to be able to treat yourself. You know, when I've said this before. You have to advocate
for yourself.
Listen, my doctor gave me 5 pill bottles of medicine when I left the hospital after my hip operation. 5 bottles of stuff, right?
5 bottles?
Yeah, it was 5 different things. The only one I took was aspirin.
Right.
That was the only thing I needed to take because you don't want a blood clot, right? The rest of the stuff, all pain meds, did not touch not one pill. Not one pill, because that's what I chose to do, okay? Yeah, I endured a bit of pain, sure. But I was able to treat myself the way I wanted to.
Wait a second, I'm just going to let you all know that he didn't experience that much pain because he has me. And I try to make nice.
Really like heated here. This upsets me.
I know. So listen, everyone, okay? Well, no, the upsetting part to me, okay, is when you find out that there's not going to be that the talk that we were hoping would happen with the community would happen before.
And they're not going to let people know. They're gonna try and just get this done
again
without the discussion that needs to happen. Okay, because this regardless. So we don't want it in Livingston.
No, but
okay,
listen, stop.
So
You're going on. Listen, if you care about anything, okay, whether it be this or anything,
sends the wrong message. It just sends the wrong message.
And the thing is, the language can be changed. That's the thing. But and also, when people don't say anything, whether they're for or against something, that doesn't mean that they're against. That doesn't mean. I mean, you can't presume and assume. Okay, like Tony Randall said on The Odd Couple. Felix Unger goes, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me in the courtroom, right? You cannot assume what people are thinking or feeling. So the thing is when you have issues that upset you, obviously blood pressure rises, and it affects your health, by the way, mentally, emotionally, physically.
What are we gonna say? Right? What will be the argument?
And it's been in the paper.
And a year from now, when a resounding majority, right? Because now the polls show about 63%.
Yep, want it.
Okay, I think nationwide want legalization.
Hi, Adam.
That's, I believe, a very conservative number because people may not want to disclose in a poll to someone that they're in favor. But let me tell you, when the curtain is closed behind you in a voting booth, okay, no one knows what vote you cast, okay? And I wonder, okay, I'd be very surprised. I think a lot of people would be very surprised if this doesn't pass. But I want to know what the politicians are going to say to a resounding 63-64% yes, when you haven't seen a 64% yes on anything. Okay?
Chill. You need some CBD. And we're going to have some vino. Okay? Some mead. Or whatever we decide to drink. With good friends. So it's the weekend. So the ask is, okay, you don't ask, listen.
Don't do it.
No, listen to me. When you ask, the ask is very, very powerful. Because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. Okay? So you need to ask and you need to speak up. So this is the thing. We're asking you, if you are a Livingston resident or even in surrounding towns, like we've had our friend Jason who came from Springfield, okay? And that's okay. You don't necessarily have to live in the town to speak up about this. All right? So we're going to rally the troops because we have learned so much this year. And these are professionals. These are people we like, we trust, we admire. And honestly, the power story of the things of how it's helped. And I'll tell you, even Sasha, Okay? Sasha, who's on LMAC, okay, she shared a story, okay?
I told the doctor today.
Okay.
I told the doctor
Okay.
that story.
So let me tell you, it's not a conflict. It is about that it's helping. This is something that's helping people, and people should have it available and accessible, and should not have to take that much time out of their days to go get their medicine. Listen, people get aggravated enough when they're waiting online at Walgreens 10 thick in the winter when everyone's sick.
But it also.
Hi, David.
You know, I was telling the doctor today what I do when I go to the dispensary. Okay, I know what I need when I go in the door. I don't sit there and like I'm going wondering.
But
what
you're
I
also
want,
familiar
right?
with the plan.
So I go in, and sometimes I've waited as long as 45, 50 minutes in the waiting room to get into the dispensary. So there could be 30 people in the waiting room with you. And people do a lot of talking, okay? And all the talk is about how this has helped them and what combination of terpenes works best for whatever they're trying to treat. And how a strain that's similar to that strain but doesn't have that botanical profile will do nothing for them. Yet a strain with the 1 or 2 extra terpenes in it suddenly changes everything.
So there's science behind it. These are pharmacists. There are bud tenders. There's pharmacy behind it. There is
people are walking through the door are visibly infirmed. Visibly, okay? They have a walking assisted device. You can see by looking at them that they are in some sort of pain, okay? These are not people that are coming through the door looking to get high, okay? Anyone can get cannabis anytime they want, anywhere. Just ask any high school.
No, but you got it. We need to be functional. We need to focus.
But you need to know what it is. If you're buying something on the street, okay, you don't know what strain that is.
Now you got your
or
Walgreens.
Anything like that. You don't know.
Hi, Ellen.
It's not reliable. It's like going to buy Tylenol off of some guy in the street in a blank bottle.
Yep.
And he says, these are Tylenol. Trust me, these are Tylenol.
Don't do that.
500 milligrams. You don't need the bottle with the label on it. I'm telling you, it's Tylenol. Okay, great. Do you have Advil too? Yeah, I got in this brown bottle is the Advil. Could you imagine if that's how you did it? So that's how people are buying medicine on the street, right?
You are outraged. I get it.
I'm outraged.
But the thing is that I want you to calm down, because your health matters. My health matters. Everyone in our lives' health matters. Everyone's health matters. And that's why I ride for Cycle for Survival.
I just look at these people and I see the pain.
Well, not only that, wait a second, but we also learned about all the people that have used other pharmaceuticals that haven't really benefited them in any way. Actually, the opposite.
I've seen people walk in, okay, that are there because they forgot that their prescription doesn't reset until the next day. So they're a day early, and they can't. They've used their allotment for the month, and they're not allowed to get their medicine. They got to come back tomorrow.
So we highly recommend you get all checkups necessary, and that's what the doctor went over with us, a really big checklist. Okay, whether it be with my OBG, well, not OB. It'll be my I'm done with that part.
Did he check your prostate?
No. But he knows that my breast exam and that my pap smear were done. I do think we need our eye checkups. I do think we are behind with that. We both had our EKGs. We talked about chest x-rays, concern about having that radiation. Talking about our colonoscopies. I mean, your mother is a colon cancer survivor. My grandma.
She just had her colonoscopy checkup.
It was great, and she went well, and was so happy, and she,
she's a perfect. No, I'm not gonna say it.
No, she does she takes care of herself. Okay? Our parents all go to the doctors regularly, and they take care of themselves. No.
My mother goes to the doctor so often.
You better be careful. She watches
that
us.
I just routinely, when I call, and I call, once a week, twice a week, I speak to them. I always lead by, so what did the doctor say? And I usually cover myself to say, oh yeah, I went yesterday, or I went the day before. Thank you for asking.
But I knew she was going, and I did tell.
I had no idea. I spoke to them.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't know.
But I called in and I said hello, and she was telling me, and then she
but
called
I
me
just
as soon
have
as
a
she was
knack.
done.
Like I happen to call, like when I should call.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's intuitive. You're a good son, baby.
That's lucky.
So I wish you all a great weekend. We will be here. We will be coming on.
Lots of work to do this weekend. Going to a fun party tomorrow night.
Yeah. And but get your checkups, okay? Because I do believe
get your colon and your
because we know people that
prostate
didn't go to the doctor, okay? And sometimes you can avoid, you can reduce.
You can pay me now, or you can pay me later.
So have a wonderful Friday evening, no matter what you're going to do.
Hey, Steve Moore.
You're going to have to watch and replay. But I did post pictures. One of the pictures was his from the other day.
What?
Me in my red dress, remember? Oh. Do you remember right?
I think I do.
Yeah. And Steve also recorded our
proposal.
Yeah. But Steve, the other day
ago.
I posted...
and Steve is one of the tallest photographers I know.
Oh, he's tall. But I have to say, the other day...
You should come to our event on the 17th. He's a lover of the plant.
I posted the other day, it came up as a memory, and talking about relationship. And, it's not always all the, all the cuddling and the this and the that, and having breakfast in the morning and, and being in like soap opera land.
Yeah, sometimes we can't stand each other. And it's usually like 30 seconds before we go live.
It happens. It does happen. But Steve took one of the photos that he took. Robert has a very, very happy smile on because he is with me. And it's true.
Aren't all smiles happy?
And it was
smiles?
younger love anyway.
Wasn't.
And
it's not deeper love.
And we were at someone's wedding.
Wasn't deeper love.
It was his wedding. Actually, I think it was his wedding that
so
the photos
didn't
from.
Take it then.
No, I think someone took it. Maybe he shared it with us from his wedding. No? We were at someone's wedding that we were both at, maybe. I don't, it's an old picture.
Maybe. Was Steve, well,
it's just us.
If it was Bo, it was Steve and Kathy would have been. So, okay, well, we'll figure it out.
Hey, Steve.
All right, are we done?
We're done. We'll see you this weekend. And feel free to put in the comments below what you're doing this weekend. And something fun or something that's inspired you. And really
if you're watching in replay,
you share. And I did
tell
share
us the time of day you're watching.
My spinning on Sunday. And I'm going to ask you also to share that post. Because, even if you're not interested in spinning or you go other places to spin, or if you've got your regular instructors that you love, I totally respect that. And good for you. But you know what? There are a lot of people out there that haven't been introduced to spinning. Or, as Gina would say, when you spin with me, it's a party on a bike. So if you want to party on a bike and have a good time, if you don't want to have a good time, then don't come. But if you want to have a good time.
If you want to have a shitty time, stay home.
Okay? So bring a water bottle, bring a towel, call the West Essex YMCA. The number is in my post from earlier, from yesterday. Because I posted that and yesterday, which many of you have seen and liked and commented, is we submitted Lindsay and Elliot's engagement announcement in the West Essex Tribune. I shared that on my post. And I also shared Brittany Lander's post from today also about removing negativity and toxicity. So all of these things are things that I know you've heard through these episodes of what we believe in, what we care about. And we really want to open a dialogue, honestly. Like, if you don't believe in anything we're talking about, why can't we talk about that? Let's start a conversation, because I would like to understand your point of view. And that's really what life is all about, is understanding, right? Do something kind for someone, whether it be today, sometime over the weekend. I promise it'll make you feel good. Buy a cup of coffee, cup of tea, glass of wine, whatever it is.
Slice.
Treats. Oh, God. Just tell everyone about the thing we were watching with the pizza. That was so good.
Oh, we'll have to do a separate.
Okay, we're gonna. You know what? We're gonna do a different pizza talk another time.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, Rich. Mwah. And I'm not going to be upset that you're on his again. You know it's much more fun on mine, but fine. Mwah. Goodbye, everybody.